Tracy. This first one is from Richie. Do spotters with their parents when their driver splits two lapped cars down the middle? What can you even say to that? Assuming that's the Ross move. And I'm assuming, Freddie, that is for you.
Yeah, I would say. To my knowledge, I don't ever remember my pants on the roof. Yeah, no, I mean, you kind of, like, usually a lot of times you'll have to tell them that this is the move you got to make. Like, you're warning them. Basically, when we're coming up on a lap car, it's usually you got to slow one out front. He's been top, he's been bottom, he's been wherever they've been running. And that's what we always talk about, you know, when you are in the position where you're getting lapped. Like, if people ask us for advice, they're like, you know, what should I do? Wherever you've been running, stay there. We'll find a way around you. It's just, you know, if you've been on the bottom, stay on the bottom because we know you're going to be on the bottom. If you're going to be the top, like, stay there because all right, this guy's been top, we'll go bottom. And sometimes you just catch it to where you catch two guys at the same time and you're like, all right, this one's been top, this one's been bottom. You're going to have to use the middle. And that's just what it is. You can't afford to slow down, especially with the Cup cars. You know, you break momentum and it's a lap or so before you get it back. So nothing, you know, we're supposed to stay pretty calm and up there, and our pants is probably not a good trait. I think if anybody's done that, they probably wouldn't be up there very long. We'd probably run them off pretty quickly.
It's too hot to be doing that.
Oh, God. Yesterday. That's terrible.
When we raced, it was like 91, 92. And I seriously thought about TJ. I was like, you got to be hot, man. I'm hot. I'm sweating through everything down here. You got to be hot up there.
That's a tough place too because it's like a tar roof basically. So it's hot up there. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. Part of the job.
This last one is from Jane. Freddie, where are the spotters located in Chicago?
Which one? I think that there's 12 corners, and to do the race properly, I would probably need 10 to 11 spotters. We have 3. I think we're actually bringing 5 per car for our team. So the main spotter will be above the pit road, and there's I don't know what they call it, a President's Club suite or something up there. So we'll be up in there. There is a building, the Symphony Hall, I think it's called, in turn 10 or 9, somewhere over there, that there's a balcony that the spotters can use. The third spotter is on a city tour bus.
A two-story tour
bus. A two-story city tour bus over in like turn 4-ish area, I think that is. Listen, we don't know. We're going to maybe try and stick some guys at places, but then you can't really – if there's nowhere to stand, there's no point in having a guy in that corner because you can't get high enough to see anything, so it's pointless. Right now, there's actually I see GroupMe lighting up with the NASCAR officials and stuff about whether or not we can see the choose cone, which as of right now, I don't think we can. So maybe we might just put a guy over there for that. Like, we don't really know what to expect. I don't think you're going to – I think where I'm standing, I'm going to be on that front stretch. I expect to see – turn 1 and turn 6 coming back at me. Turn 1 kind of going away from me down the front stretch, and it's just I don't know. It's gonna be.
Hey, the good news is NASCAR informed us that they're gonna put a spotter pot outside that bus, so you won't have to your pants.
Oh, that's nice. That is excellent news for whatever poor soul I send over that corner.
Taylor, on that note, obviously, this is a brand new track for everyone. What's your mentality? How are you planning for this weekend?
We felt like we, surprisingly enough, on the road course side with Josh, we found a setup that really works for him. That's predictable. He likes it. It's what we ran Portland with. Our mentality is take a car that he's comfortable and familiar with, go get him as many laps as he can, enjoy it and take it as it comes, be a little cautious. And that's where actually, if you look at Josh's road course finishes last year, that's how he approached everything. He had a lot of top 5s because he's just keeping it on track and staying out of the dumb battles. You know, we're raising the car a little bit, get it off the manhole covers. Just the way the course looks, we better be good at, you know, things like braking and then straight line acceleration. But, you know, we don't know what we don't know, so don't worry about it. We'll go figure it out when we're up there. We're all smart people. Just bring a car that we know how to adjust on, that the driver knows how to drive, and we'll just learn together and try to enjoy it. It might never happen again. I know I mean, I could try to get stressed out about all the things I don't know, but nobody knows, so why waste the effort?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a show. I mean they're gonna throw the green flag and a race is gonna happen.
Yes.
So there's no point in about it. It is what it is, and it's gonna be interesting, especially the first time somebody wrecks, because if they're towards the front, there's not a lot of places to go to miss them. So. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Hopefully it's a good show. I know there's a lot of entertainment planned around the weekend, big concerts and stuff that they're kind of tying into this. So it's just kind of going hand in hand with each other, and hopefully it's a good show. I don't know. I think I had heard rumors we weren't going back. Now I hear rumors that we are going back for another year. So it is what it is, and if it's a disaster, then maybe we won't ever have to deal with it again. If it's a good show, we'll go back next year and do it again. So. Like Taylor said, we don't know until we get there and see what happens.
Hey, if you need a spotter, I'll be there. So.
All right, I might. Shit. I mean, what's the difference?
Hey,
You ever been on a bus?
I'd hold a sign that says spotter 500 cash. Somebody will put it in your hands.
100%.
And then Andrew asked me to ask you about something with Sam Moyer.
Mayor.
Sam Mayer.
Oh, Sam Mayer. Why am I?
Taylor Moore.
Taylor Moyer.
I'm so
Sam Mayer.
tired. Nashville really got me. Sam, did he like pee on you or something?
Oh, yeah.
Excuse
That's a
me?
great story. No, he didn't actually.
What the
I know. This is literally the text messages I get from Andrew.
So, me and Sam, Sam's a great kid. He drove for me last year, but this would have been 2021. He got in at Pocono like 2 days after his 18th birthday when he was eligible. We go to Michigan. He rips the transmission out in the first stage. And we've had a pretty bad year up until that point when I was a little frustrated. Ripped it out, and he came in, and rather than just be done, I said, no, we're going to fix it, and we're going to use the rest of the day as a test. We're going to be 30 laps down, but we're going to go learn we're going to turn this season around. I said, stay in the car. Don't even get out. My group of mechanics was great. Put it up on jack stands. Transmission's out. To do that, you got to drop the exhaust pipes and all the straps that go with it. So I think we'd already dropped the exhaust pipes. We'd changed the transmission, drive shafts back in. We're putting the exhaust pipes back in, and I'm laying on my left side. I'd be under the driver at this point, underneath the car. Danny Jr. is my car chief, good buddy. He's looking at me from the other side, and I see his eyes get like as big as saucers, and I feel something dripping in my ear, and I look up, and it goes like right in my mouth, in my eyes. And based off of his eyes, I was like, this kid just pissed on me. So I jumped out from underneath the car. I ripped the window net out, and I started pulling his belts off, and I was going to drag him out of the window and drag him behind the trucks and just absolutely stomp him. I'm got a long fuse, but, that's too far. You've just disrespected your people. No matter whether it's me or whoever's changing the transmission. And he's like, what? And I'm like, you peed on me. He's like, oh, no. He had just taken a whole water bottle to cool off and poured it off. By the time it got through him and through the seat, and, I don't lose my temper a lot. And then we laugh about it. He's told the story, too. We laugh about it. It was kind of a good moment, right? You just got to get a little frustrated sometimes to come together. But I was pretty, my fuse was gone. And I was like, well, I'm going to get fired because I'm just beat up one of my drivers. And, Scott Mayer, his dad's not going to be impressed and been like, Taylor can't crew Chief Sam anymore. But me and Sam have a lot of laughs about that.
That is phenomenal, actually.
Oh.
That is actually.
But it wasn't pee. It was just water.
Let's
Love it.
clarify. At least that's what he told you.
Yeah.